Hello everyone. Today we will finally answer the question, what's the difference between humans and animals? The soul of humans has additional powers, the rational powers, and today we will talk about them. Let's jump right into it. The rational powers are intellect and will. Intellect is the tool we use to grasp the universal, and will is what permits us to resist instinct. Going more in depth, intellect uses the senses to gain information about certain entities. While storing this information is enough for them to be used by instinct, we need more. We need to be able to innovate and modify. Intellect is exactly that. When you put pieces together, when you find connections between concepts, even when you create concepts, you are using intellect. Animals can create logical connections, but they are subject to instinct. Ours aren't. Our logical connections are not made for an individual advantage. Instinct creates connections if and only if it is beneficial for the self. But we can create abstract connections between concepts even if it's not practical or beneficial for us. For animals, things merely subsist, while for us, they are. I know, I am not explaining myself clearly now, but it's kinda difficult to put what I mean in words. The point is, animals see a tree, and if it's not beneficial for them, they don't care, while humans see a tree. Then they see another slightly different tree, then another one, and after some time they start seeing patterns and similarities between them, and so they create a general concept with a certain definition.
Haha, you got yourself there, Thomas. The forms that you have been talking about do not exist. They are just abstract concepts and do not actually exist. Checkmate.
What you said, simply, makes no sense. My eye seeing a pencil creates the image of the pencil and recognizes it. It is not my eye that creates the pencil out of nowhere. Likewise, intellect recognizes the form and replicates it. But in order for the intellect to create that image, it has to create that image out of something in the first place. Intellect can basically recognize the categories and forms of objects. Let's do an experiment. I believe that you do know what a meme is, but can you define it?
Actually, Thomas, I can define a meme. Memes are popular quotes, images, and real people, which are copied, imitated, and spread all over the internet.
Alright, if you can define it, then congrats, but my point is another. There are surely people that know what a meme is, but do not know its definition. How is that? After all, it makes sense that in order to know what something is you would have to know its definition, but somehow humans are capable of ascending that sometimes. That is intellect working, pattern recognition which can know the universal forms and categories. Next, will. Will is the power of the soul to resist the impulses of the instinct, and act as it wishes. I know this will bring up a really heated debate, but listen. Humans do have free will.
No, Thomas, humans do not have free will. Everything in the universe has a cause, as you said, so even your thoughts do. Your thoughts and decisions have a materialistic cause. Also, this study says that the body does stuff before the brain decides to, so there is no way in which humans can have free will.
Hear me out. Princeton mathematicians John Conway and Simon Cocken made a theorem, which states that we can only have free will if we live in an idealist, indeterministic universe instead of a realist deterministic one. This theorem of theirs was demonstrated mathematically and logically, meaning that it has the highest degree of truth possible. Now, recent advancements in quantum physics show that the subatomic quantum realm is completely indeterministic, and nothing is certain until a conscious observer makes a measurement. We have talked about this in the previous chapter about physics. We live in an idealistic world. This means that not only we do have free will, but that consciousness is not dependent on the quantum realm, rather vice versa. Free will is real, and the proof for it is incredibly qualitative. Now, will works in a rather particular way. It hinders instinct from completely influencing the soul's decisions. In fact, when we have a desire, it comes from the instinct, but we are free to not follow it, and rather abstain. Animals lack this capability. They are completely subjected to their instincts.
But Thomas, we too are unable to control our instincts.
No, we're not. If that were true, then fasting or abstaining from any kind of addiction would be impossible. Are you hungry right now? You may be, yet you are still watching this video, and are not desperately searching for food like a cat would do. For the last time, you are able to abstain from your desires, and that means that you have free will. This ends our talk about the powers of the soul, but there is another thing to discuss. The smartest among you will have noticed a strange similarity. A similarity between the rational powers and something else we have talked about some time ago. Almost as if humans were its image. That's what we will talk about next time. Until then, be well.